After a successful road trip for the Trenton GoldenHawks, they returned back to the Dunc McDonald Memorial Community Gardens to try and extend their winning streak to 4 games here on a Friday evening. Zach McGibbon alongside me is Ryan Pettigrew making his return to your TV Quincy for a Trenton GoldenHawks game.
Honored and humbled, not only to be back in the Dunc, but to be back here with the Your TV Quinty crew. I missed you guys dearly, but I am very excited for tonight's matchup. I'm not going to lie.
And this is an exciting team to be looking after as well. The Trenton GoldenHawks obviously coming off their Buckland Cup victory last year and having a strong season as well this year, just a little bit back of the Stouffville Spirit for the top spot in the Eastern Conference. But heading into this one, going in on a winning streak certainly has you feeling some momentum, especially when you're able to come back home.
Yeah, absolutely. And for a team like this, obviously being the defending champions, target on your back for the entire season, and especially sitting atop the standings, they're going to want to get every win they can to keep the gap wide. 38 points tied with the GoldenHawks at 18, 3-0-2. St. Michael's sitting a little bit further down, middling, closer to that Wellington area. 11, 12, 1-2 on the season, so definitely want to take a bite out of the big guys here to on the ice act between the pipes. You mentioned we've got the new goaltender in for Trenton here. Pardon me.
Well, you see the goaltenders here for this evening's matchup. You look at the right side, Dylan Leestack making his debut for the Trenton GoldenHawks here this evening. Again, we don't have too much in terms of what he's been able to produce beforehand, so it's going to be interesting to see how he's able to fare in OJHL competition. And then Jonathan Frattaroli, who is in net for the St. Michael's Buzzers, acquired throughout the season. He's got about a 5-5 record and has been in and out of the lineup when it comes to the St. Michael's Buzzers, and we're going to see a little bit of him here this evening and see what he's able to bring to the table in this evening affair.
And for Lee Stack, you know, pardon me, he's got to have his gears going right now. He's probably a little nervous, probably a little excited, but for a guy who didn't get too much playing time at the OHL level, he's got to be stoked to be here to just fit right in on this championship-winning team.
Yeah, I was just going to say, especially a winning team like the Trenton GoldenHawks, the way that they've been playing so far, heading into this contest, again, coming in on a 3-game winning streak, are those Trenton GoldenHawks, and they are back home from a road swing. Looking to try and win it here for the folks at Trenton. And we are just about to have the puck dropped here for this first period. Officials discussing here. The crowd is getting amped up. You always know it's going to be loud here at the Dunc.
This has to be one of my favorite junior hockey arenas, I think, ever. The small size of it really lets the fans go wild, and it sounds like it.
Looks like we got it all figured out, and the puck is dropped, and we are underway here at the Dunc. Campoli trying to reach across for that puck. Instead, it hovers along that blue line. The GoldenHawks will take it as the captain, Thomas Kuiper, is entering into the zone. A stick goes flying as he tries to enter in. There's Owen Outwater, the former Kingston Frontenac. You're very familiar with Owen Outwater, your coverage of the Frontenacs. And you know what he can bring onto the ice, and we've seen it so far during his time here. There's a quick shot on the first save for Leestack. It's the physical presence that Outwater can bring whenever he's out there.
Yeah, Outwater, heavy shot, hard skater, harder hitter.
And we've seen that time and time again here as Duncan Schneider takes it for the GoldenHawks, gets it up to Outwater. He's just going to tip it down and leaving them on the chase, but it looks like Ekonopoulos tried to clear that one out of the zone, but Ziliato able to keep it in. Schneider along the blue line. There's a shot, hits off a body. Loose puck in front. They flip it up and they score. Guess who it is? It's Teo Artichuk able to flip that over the goaltender and get things going for the Trenton GoldenHawks. It's 1-0.
Yep, make that, pardon me. Just taking a look at that one again. That's 23 on the season for Teo Artichuk. Standing right beside the net, ready to clean up the garbage. And honestly, against a tougher St. Michael's team, you might have to get your goals from there. It's not always the slot shot, the point shot.
20 seconds left in their power play. And Areno takes a tip, and it's just going to go off of the corner of O'Toole. O'Toole's going to get it back to Medopoulos. Shot through traffic, and they score! Able to find that corner, and after a strong start to this penalty kill for the Trenton GoldenHawks, it is the St. Michael's Buzzers that are able to find an opening. It's Medopoulos that is able to get that one through traffic, and it is now a tie hockey game.
Yeah, in large part, they looked pretty discombobulated on that power play despite maintaining offensive zone pressure, but all it takes is one. You can see, get some men in front of the net, long shot out, and That's about as good a way to beat a goalie as I can think of, is take away his vision and fire it at the net. Good job by the Buzzers, and this one's all tied up now.
We saw that they had come out much more aggressively in this second period, and we saw shot goes off of the corner. It's O'Toole that will control it. Medopoulos back to O'Toole. Medopoulos at the point with the shot, and they score! Through traffic, able to locate that one through, and for the first time in this hockey game, the St. Michael's Buzzers take the lead.
And I mentioned to you, Zach, earlier, when you're a team like the GoldenHawks, you're up near the top of the league, you're expected to perform night in and night out. As we get another look at the goal here, sometimes you truly can beat yourself, and they've put themselves in a position where they started off a period against a team that started last period really well on a penalty kill situation, and now you're...
GoldenHawks now able to get it out. 2 minutes left in this third period. Coming in, Ziliato shot, blocker saved the rebound, hits off of a body, and goes into the boards. Puck gets back, Artichuk, Ziliato tried to tip it. Extra attacker out, empty net on the other end. GoldenHawks trying to get a goal. There's a shot that goes off wide. Ewert leaves it back for Artichuk, trying to center out in front. Nobody there. Broda gives it away to Mandarino, and that is going to be shot down and just misses the net. Almost end game there, another opportunity, and they score. Just a tough break there for the Trenton GoldenHawks as the St. Michael's Buzzers come back. After the early 1-0 lead for the Trenton GoldenHawks, it is the Buzzers that are able to score 3 unanswered so far, and it's a 3-1 lead with 1:26 left in the third.
Yeah, and he's going to want that one back.
Getting a couple of jeers from this crowd, 20 seconds left. Here's a shot, save is made, bounces up, they shoot and they score! It's Teo Artichuk, his second, and gets this GoldenHawks squad within 1 with 17.5 seconds left in the third.
The chances are low, but never zero. As we get another look at that, Artichuk doing it for the GoldenHawks again, as he has all season, and likely will continue to, just cleaning up the rebound there at an opportune moment. That's why he's a guy that they count on in the big moments exactly like this. 3-2 game, 17 seconds left. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called here as well. A moment to collect their thoughts before trying to even this one up or take it home on the bus.
Yeah, there's going to be some game planning here with about 17.5 seconds left of this third period. So I think that's why there's the delay, saying, hey, let's make sure we got a correct score here. So trying to go in, the extra attacker still out there for Trenton, as that one gets whistled down, and Ziliato ran into the goaltender at the end. I don't think that was intentional, just with the way that it was positioned.
Yeah, I think Frateroli knows just as well as anyone that when you step out of that crease, you're definitely exposing yourself, but I don't see any malintent there. Another look at the goal for Artichuk there. Yep, just a quick bobble of the puck as it bounced in the air, and Artichuk, as he has been so often, in the right place at the right time. And that's not a coincidence.
Certainly not. So it looks like we're getting a face-off draw back at center here. Lee Stack was out for the moment, but with the position of the face-off back at center, he's now going back to the bench. The extra attacker continues to be out for this Trenton GoldenHawks squad. 13.6 seconds left in the third period. It is going to be a nail-biter. Outwater, it's going to shoot around the boards, 10 seconds left. Ziliato trying to keep that one in. Shot on, pad save. Bouncing puck with only a few seconds left. Trying to get one last quick shot to tip and not going to get it. And that is going to do it. A nail-biter right to the end. But the GoldenHawks not able to come crawl back and tie this hockey game up. It's the St. Michael's Buzzers that ruin the party here in Trenton.
Games like tonight are what makes this league so great, Zach. You've got the St. Michael's Buzzers coming into town on the road against the proverbial buzzsaw that is the Trenton GoldenHawks this season, the defending champions near the top of the league, and they pull out the win. Not only did they pull out the win, but after a really rough start, they went down. For folks who haven't been here the whole broadcast, the shots after the first period were 20-7 in favor of the GoldenHawks. Just a really impressive team effort by this Buzzers team.
Yeah, they were really coming in and getting prepared, and you have to hand it to Michael Medopoulos as well for being a key contributor for this St. Michael's Buzzers squad with his 2 goals of this hockey game.
Not only that, but his first 2 of the season. Talk about putting the team on your back.